Hey there, friends and fellow nature journalers. I am Marley Peifer, and this is the Nature Journal Show, where you tune in for tips, tricks, and techniques to help you get even more out of your nature journaling. Today, I want to take you on a special nature journaling adventure. I'm here in San Diego, and I'm on a mission today because ever since I was a kid, I loved reptiles, and I spent a lot of time in these canyons in San Diego, but I never found one of the horned lizards, Phrynosoma blainvillei, that live here. And today I'm out here trying to find one, and I want to take you along for the adventure, show you how to have a target species and search for that, and hopefully find one and nature journal this unique reptile while I'm here. So the weather's not quite perfect for finding this organism. It's a little bit cooler than ideal, and the time of year isn't the perfect time of year. And I don't have much time, and this is my last day in San Diego. But I just saw a cool thrasher, neat species of bird. So I'm really hoping to make this an awesome adventure and share it with you. I've been hiking for about 10 minutes and it's super steep here. It seems like everybody that comes to this park, at least for this trail, is trying to get a workout and is just like charging up this steep hill, not looking at anything. But okay, so I came off trail a little bit here, and look at this plant. I have never seen a plant that looked like this before. I can't even tell what family it might be in, and if these are just the fruiting structures, I'm assuming it's a plant. This is definitely not going to be as easy as I thought. I forgot my binoculars, and one of the things to help find these lizards is to find where the ants are that they eat, the harvester ants. So I forgot my binoculars, and then the other thing is this trail is so crowded. There's just people everywhere, so I keep getting self-conscious about filming, and probably will get self-conscious when I pull my journal out. So it's not going to be easy, but I'm going to keep it up. It's awesome Ceanothus right here. There's tons of this blooming right now in here. I don't see any native pollinators, but lots of honeybees. Look at all that yellow pollen. Is that what they're getting from the Ceanothus? I'm not sure which species of Ceanothus this is, but you can see, look at these yellow, you can see the yellow anthers, and it seems like most of these bees have their pollen baskets covered in yellow. Oh, I see a couple smaller things flying around. Those smaller things might be the native pollinators. Oh yeah, okay, I see some smaller bees up there that look like they could be native pollinators. I don't know if you can see this, but there's tons of crazy flies just all over the place. I found some type of ant nest. I don't know if this is, pretty sure these aren't Argentinian ants. I don't see any coming out of the holes yet, but that's a good sign. Ants are a good sign. Where are your cousins at? Okay, so this is where I need to watch out for rattlesnakes, because near these rocks here, this kind of reminds me of some of the places I was with the zombie. But we'd be going a lot faster and hunting something. There'd be even more spining plants. Look, an old target practice tin can. It's interesting how people engage with nature. Look, a wood rat nest. That could be good. Good habitat for rattlesnakes also. And you can see the dried fruit. There's one of the dried fruit of that cucumber relative I was talking about. Just be careful with all these rock cracks here. Oh, I see some seeds too. So see this spiny thing? It looks like a loofah on the inside. If I can just get these spines off without stabbing myself too badly, you can see that inside it's just like a loofah, and you can actually use it to scrub your plates, and it lasts for a long time. See that interior skeletal like structure? They're really long-lasting fibers and make a great dish sponge. I don't know about this habitat that I'm in right now. Feels a little bit, doesn't quite feel like horned lizard habitat. It feels a little bit more like rattlesnake habitat. So when I stood up there, these bees started hitting my hair, and now I noticed this is a spot where these are feral honeybees, and down here in San Diego they're all Africanized at this point, so there are feral honeybees coming out right here. I should probably be careful of that. There's another beehive right there. Do you see that? Wow, I didn't know that that beehives could be so close to each other. I mean, at least the wild ones. Look at that. Look at them coming out right there. I wonder what they're mostly foraging on right now. They definitely love these rocks. Holy cow, look at that. Maybe I should nature journal this beehive. Gosh, okay, so bees are another social insect like ants, but I don't think the horned lizards eat bees, which is too bad. And it is important to remember these are the non-native bees, even though people, rightly so, want to help these bees out, and they have their own problems, Apis mellifera, but they are still non-native, and they do displace the native pollinators. Oop, are they flying around me right? Great, I'm finally back on the trail, see? Yeah, let's go. Okay, it's opening up. Oh shit, here we go again. I can see the main trail right there. Look how crazy this lichen is growing on the dead part of this. It looks like a manzanita with the smooth part so contrasting to the yellow part. I'm about halfway through the time that I have allotted for this nature journal adventure in search of the horned lizard, and despite all the research that I did and preparation, and I've been crawling around looking really carefully. Someone saw one in this area this same week, so starting to feel a little bit of self-doubt. I'm wondering maybe I should have just nature journaled rocks or plants or something that's a little bit more dependable. So at this point I'm kind of starting to have that self-doubt creeping up. Is that something that you can relate to? Have you ever experienced that? All right, I was just thinking about turning back, and then I found this area, this bigger opening that looks like it has potential for the habitat for the harvester ants. So I'm gonna come out here and see if I can find any sign of the ants, which would help me find the lizards. So I think that is one ant so far that I've seen. I believe that's a harvester ant. One single ant. I haven't seen a nest yet. So I'm really excited to see that one ant. Definitely not enough to sustain a horned lizard for very long, but at least it's an ant. Look at it. Wow. These are ants. I'm not sure. These look really small. I'm not sure if these are one of the ones that the horned lizards eat. But I just sat down to decide what to do next, and oh my god, look at that. That lizard almost looks Use your imagination, and that could practically be a horny toad, horned lizard. Look at that thing. Oh my goodness. It's not a horned lizard, but it's has. Oh my god. Okay, check it out. This looks like, I don't see any ants coming out of it, but this definitely looks like the harvester ant type nest. And look at this scat here. So there's this scat right here. The white part's broken off already. This is probably the white part here. And this looks like it could be, it's reptile scat. I'm gonna break a few of these up and see what they're composed of. So this is the moment of truth right here. If these are made up of mostly ants, then there's a chance that this is the poop from the horned lizard. So I'm breaking it up. Ah, what the heck? Looks like it's green. Oh shoot. You know what that means? That means this is bird poop. Dang it. This is bird poop. No. Oh, shoot, I was so excited. I thought I was at least on the right track. Dang it. So I just got to my second location where I'm gonna look for horned lizards, and you have to remember sometimes when you're looking at these maps, it's hard to tell the topography. So the pins that I'm gonna be looking for are up there, and look at how steep that trail is. Holy cow. This is the steepest trail. Where are the horned lizards? This trail is killing me. Oh, look at that awesome looping though. Holy cow. Oh my god, you are so cute. You are beautiful. Oh my god. So I hiked that whole way, that whole climber's loop, because I thought I was going to be able to get to this peak where some people had seen the horned lizards, but after coming all the way back down, I saw this sign, which wasn't on the other side. So I didn't find any horned lizards, and in my all-out search to find horned lizards to nature journal, I didn't pull out my nature journal and nature journaling anything else. So in some ways I feel like I failed. What is failure in nature journaling? What is failure in being outside? You know, how much can we predict nature and have such a specific goal for like a target organism? It would be easy for me to be hard on myself. I feel like, you know, even though I didn't find the lizards, I did find a bunch of other cool reptiles. And even though I didn't pull out my nature journal, I probably wouldn't have found those snakes if I had started nature journaling earlier and spent more time on landscape ethos, and maybe gotten a little, you know, more happy with myself, or, you know, with those basics. So yeah, what do you think failure is, and do you think that I failed? You decide in the comments below, did I fail or did I not? And what is a failure that you've dealt with in your nature journaling? And if you can't wait all the way until next week for the next episode of the show, check out these two videos that I picked out for you here. Bye.